G'day everyone and welcome back. And that was a bird on the roof. This is part 4 of the indexing fixture build. Since the last video I had a few comments and suggested I make a knob for this with head and knurl and a little bit larger, which I highly agree with. The last little pin on the top was pretty crap. So I made this one out of bronze, which puts a little bit of bling to the show too, which looks a bit nicer. Feels a lot better. Yeah, so now I'm up to the stage where I have to mount this to the body. And I want it adjustable. So I grabbed a couple of bits of flat and welded them together, made an angle out of it. What my plan is, I'm going to strip it down, mount the body in the shaper, and machine a flat on the edge on the side. Then this, I'm going to put some slots in here and set a couple of cap head bolts in there, and that'll be able to give it some adjustment up and down. And when I get it on there, I'll work out where this is in center, and then I'll cut this top plate off and suppose, yeah, in a sense gently weld that to the side there, without distorting or destroying anything. So that'll be the way it'll probably sit. That'll be down flush with the edge. So when it's down right down the bottom, it'll be basically sitting on the bottom. That's where the first row of holes will be. Then probably have a second set, and I may even have enough room to have a third set. I don't know, depending on how everything works out. I don't want to have them too close together. It all depends what sort of configuration I want too. I haven't worked that part out yet. So yeah, as I said, I'll strip it down and machine a flat in here. You know, as wide as that, probably so wide. So I've got I would like about it, if I can, get roughly a 20mm flat, or even a 15mm flat, so when it does do up, it'll do back up square, it'll hold square. So that's the plan. Hopefully it doesn't fail. And yeah, I'll give it over to the shaper and start peeling some material off, I suppose. And hopefully I don't stuff it up. Rightio, see you shortly. Okay, after a fair bit of stuffing about and messing about and whatever, I think I'm right to go. I used my digital level box to get this level with the bed. I've shortened the stroke up and set the machine, so I don't know whether I'm running the right tool or not, but we're just going to see how it goes. It's going to be relatively light cuts. And just take it very steady, I think. I didn't set an indicator up at 0 bugger at all. Alright, we'll have another go. I just dropped it another 5 thou. Got the indicator set on this side at 0. So I'll know where my reference point is when I come back, so I always get a bit nervous when I'm doing this stuff. I really need another indicator stand so I can put 2 indicators on this, but I've only got 1, so that's on the to buy list. That's looking pretty good to me. Very happy with that so far. It does fit in there quite nice. I think I may go a little bit deeper, just so it's a bit more of a flat for the plate to sit on. So far everything is going according to plan. There we go. I think that's pretty bloody good. Yep, it's definitely a nice, it's got a good seat there now. It's got a little bit of play side to side, which is nothing wrong with that. And I think once the bolts go in, it'll stay nice, and yeah, it'll be just good. Well, I thought I might have been happy with 15 mil, but actually got about 20.5, so I'm pretty happy about that. I think that'll be plenty good enough. What I've done here is I have marked out the holes, or the slots should I say, in the plate that's going to go on the side here. I've marked out a 6mm slot on each side. Marked out top and bottom hole on each for the start. I'm going to put a little pilot hole in the tops, and then put them on the plate here and get it all squared up, and transfer them holes, them marks onto the body, and then I know I'm spot on. Then I can't make a mistake then when I'm trying to measure it out and set it out. I don't really want to screw this part up, so I'll probably drill a series of holes and then just file it out to suit. Then drill and tap the body, then that's part of the puzzle's finished. And I'll be able to, once that's done, I'll be able to get centre of the body and cut the top of the plate off, and then attach the locking pin. So we're getting a bit more done. There we go, they're all drilled, and when you look down them, they are absolutely spot on. I'm quite shocked actually, because I normally screw one of these holes up somewhere along the line, but got it right this time. So now the fun begins. I'll file all these out, and I won't bore you with that. Then I'll be right to start on the body. Well, here we go. We've got it all filed out nicely. I think they come up a bloody treat. Now, I didn't film this bit there, but all I done was just drilled and tapped them holes. I think we've all seen enough of them done over the time. They're just drilled for M6 by 1s. And it all fits up very nicely. If I can get them started. I'm really happy with how these have turned out. Turned out very good. The idea of this was I'm going to cut this top plate off, so when this is down all the way down, this pin will actually sit hard on the body, and it's just simply raise it up to whatever hole, whatever sets of holes you want, and simply lock it up. So now it's got to find centre. Mark this across, cut that off, and weld this onto the plate, and then the pin side of it's finished. Here we have it. It's on there, functional, works. Obviously I've got no holes in here yet, but fitted up quite well, and it has got quite a bit of travel too. I just loosen them off, touch more. Can get right to the top, so I do have quite a bit of travel. So now it's just a matter of working out the hole pattern now, which, yeah, it's going to take a little bit of doing, but that works quite well. And listen to the lovely rain on the roof. It's bloody beautiful. We need heaps. Bloody drought here. But apart from that, I reckon that's come up really neat. It's simple, it's effective, it works. If I put it all the way down properly. Once you've got holes in the plate, it's going to be a lot easier to set it up too. Pretty cool that, pretty happy. Next piece, I guess, is set out the plate. It'll definitely be a hex, a square, and then I don't know what. I mainly only built this to do hex, like so I can cut hexes. But you never know what, it's just a matter of making another plate too if I want more holes. So anyway, I'll go and do a bit of research on the best way to set these holes out. This is where I'm up to. I sat down inside on the lounge with a cup of tea and a couple of cookies and an iPad, and I've worked out it's pretty easy, really, when you think about it. I found the compass I knocked off from school many years ago. I didn't really knock it off, I just didn't realise it was in my bag. Oops. Anyway, I used I made a dummy plug up just out of a bit of shaft that had a keyway cut in it, which I didn't really need that bit, so just made up a dummy centre and put a small dimple in the end with a centre drill, and that's how I worked out, got me radiuses, and then yeah, get in the hole. simply went around it all. I got it all worked out. So what I decided to do on this first ring was put 8 divisions, and on the second ring I've put 6. So it'll give me the square plus the option of 8, and 6 on the outer, on the middle one, but I've left the outside one blank just for later on. I don't want to fill it up just in case, you know, I don't know what combinations to use next. So I'm just a matter of now of drilling these. I think I'll go with the 3mm drill them all 3mm. The dimple on the index will fit in it, just on the pin will fit in it nicely, and then it's another part of the puzzle complete. So I'm pretty happy with that. The first ring I had no dramas with. The second ring I had about 4 goes at it because I just didn't realise I didn't have my bloody compass set quite correctly, but worked the issue out in the end and got it right. So I'll go over to the drill and drill some holes, and then I'll mount it up and see how it all looks. There we go. There we have it, all the holes are done. It's just a matter now of manning it up. It should just pop on there nicely. Let's grab a shifter. Beautiful. Locks in. Sets on set. They have to do the hex and to adjust it. To do the next one down, simply undo the 2 cap head bolts, drop it in a hole, make sure we got it sitting nice and level. Beautiful. That fits in really well. It's got a little bit of play, and that's in the pin here, but can't do anything about that. So it's just, once I index it into the right spot, right pinhole, simply do the lock up with no play whatsoever, dead solid. So I am really happy with that. It's turned out better than what I thought, that part. I'm a bit peeved I didn't get that a bit more precise, but it's only a matter of making up another pin if it becomes an issue. I don't think it will for what I do. I think it'll be just fine. So there you go. I am super excited. More than happy with it. I didn't think I could ever get this sort of stuff made, but it goes to show if you put your mind to it, you can do it. So anyway, that'll probably be the end of this part, which is part 4. Thanks for coming along for the journey, and I've had a pretty good time building it up so far. I think the next part will be, like I mentioned previously in the other videos, I've got to put an extension on my shaper table. I did have a piece of 3-inch angle, 3.5-inch angle, which was 3/8 thick, which I machined flat, and had put that on the extension on the table. It's not big enough, so I'm on the lookout now for another piece of steel that I can make the extension up. I've just got a matter of sourcing a little bit now. I've got an idea where I can get some, but it's just a matter of getting around to getting it. Anyway, that'll be in the next part. I think we'll be drilling the holes in the feet and mounting it on the shaper, and hopefully, all things going well and if all the moons line up, may be able to cut something with it. So anyway, thanks guys. I hope you've enjoyed so far. If you want some stickers, please drop me an email. Email's in the description down below. Drop me an email with your postal address and I'll send some out to you. Okay, thanks guys. I'll see you on part 5.